Get over here!
Greetings everyone, the newly turned 29 years old Green Scorpion here, and welcome to another edition of Guess That Video Game. And I decided to do something a little bit different this time around. So, as usual, I posted on Twitter for you guys to submit to me the best/worst/cleverest/stupidest description of a video game that you could possibly muster, and I have to guess what video game you're talking about based on your description. However, this time around, I decided to post the Guess That Video Game announcement on Patreon a few days earlier, because this time around, I'm going to be prioritizing Patreon submissions for this. So, I guess you could call this Guess That Video Game the sort of Patreon edition. But anyway, I'm here now. I have all of the descriptions that I was able to collect throughout Twitter. I have 50 of them here. This is including the ones from Patreon as well. So this one might actually end up being the longest Guess That Video Game video to date that I've done on this channel. And let me just say right now, guys, thank you so much for making this Guess That Video Game series a sort of mainstay on my channel, because I actually did not expect this to become all that popular, but you guys clearly like this, and I'm more than happy to deliver. Since this is a Patreon edition, I'd like to take a little bit of time to just say thank you very much to my patrons for your contributions. Seriously, can't do this without you. But on that note, I think it's about time we get started, so let's start guessing these video games. Bring it on! Somewhat troubled teen drops out of medical school to punch a god in the face. Yeah, Jude Mathis is pretty troubled, isn't he? This is Tales of XILLIA, I think. This could be a few things, but nah, the troubled teen dropping out of medical school is Jude Mathis to a T, seriously. To quote a verse from the book, Revelation 6:4, Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth, and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. Large sword, giant gauntlet, sounds like a soldier. I think this is Darksiders, right? Because you're describing war here. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Darksiders on this one. There were so many, so I hope this will get. Also, my brother and his girlfriend helped me with this. Alright. Edgy girl uses the power of her stand Aiden to crush a party, escape a lab, doing the military service, and then fight evil American ghost. Is this Beyond Two Souls? I think I'm gonna go with that one. This sounds like Beyond Two Souls. And on a side note, still love your name, Catalina. Some idiot gambles his soul away in order to get literal finger guns. I know the game you're talking about, but he doesn't gamble to get finger guns. He just gambles because he's blinded by greed. Was he always able to use finger guns? No, he gets a potion from the Elder Kettle, right? Anyway, semantics. This is Cuphead. And here's our first patron. Thank you very much, Roman Vulcan 83. For a whole series, a living legend lives up to the legend, complete with his mighty throwing shield. And of course his lightsaber. And borrowed blaster. And light spear, light whip, light tonfas, or whatever he can get his chipped hands on. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate, and, I gotta get into this game series more, so maybe this will convince me. Anyway, this is Mega Man 0. 1 to 4 random psychopaths head to space to open a box and get a comical amount of weaponry. Their quest ends with Lovecraft. And also ends with a very, very, very disappointing final boss. Anyway, yeah, this is Borderlands. A game so future-proof, it took 10 years for computers to be able to play it on max settings. It was the benchmark of, can your machine run it? Interesting description, and if I recall correctly, I believe this is Crysis. I remember there was a thing with Crysis back in the day, and that's kind of what inspired this whole thing. I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Crysis. And next up, thank you, Pioke DB Lyle. After coronavirus went wild, oh, we're already getting into this one, aren't we? You come in to make America stand on its legs again. Huh. This one's a little vague, Pioke, but America standing on its legs again, coronavirus went wild. I'm guessing this is The Last of Us? Because, you know, the initial America standing on its legs again is kind of your initial quest, but then you shy away from that? I'm honestly not sure, but that's my best guess. I'm going with The Last of Us. Better one. Yeah, this guy submitted like 3 of them before he got to the good one here. Fight demons, go cheerleading, test inventions, and rescue a space alien all while you're just trying to make some games. And not even get paid for it. Which is ironic, really, because his initial goal for making video games is to get paid in the first place. Anyway, yeah, this is WarioWare. Boot up game, punch a tree, Minecraft. Evil beings piss off the wrong motherfucker and become terrified of him for all eternity. Yeah, how sad is it that these guys are supposed to be scared of just a normal human, but then again, he's anything but normal. Doom. Become a criminal kingpin to get revenge on your ex-girlfriend and her cartel. Also taxi driving. Yeah, sounds like a roundabout fever dream if you ask me, but anyway, this is the plot of Grand Theft Auto 3. 2 guys want to go mountain climbing with local talking head. Sociopathic family takes exception to this. Sounds like a domestic issue when you put it that way, but anyway, this is Dad of Boy.
Bonjour, mon ami. Welcome to France, where you can see the famous tower, dine on some exquisite cuisine, and try to stop some madman from committing mass genocide/extinction. Enjoy your stay.
Can I bring my pets with me? They're in these little balls that I keep on my side, but they're perfectly safe.
Ah, yes, of course. This is Pokemon X and Y, after all.
And next up, thank you, Siege. Ocean is fucking scary. Just gotta build a spaceship and get the hell out of here. Soon as I can shake off this weird rash. This is a game that I could never really get into. 1, because it kind of scared me, and 2, I hate to say it, but I found it boring. But that's not to say it's a bad game. Anyway, this is Subnautica. And continuing with the patrons, thank you, Tyler Fultz. 9 sets of identical twins fight over rocks. You know, guys, if you're gonna give me a Team Fortress 2 description, try to avoid the 9, because that honestly makes it way too obvious. A whiny teenage boy who really shouldn't be driving a giant robot accidentally ends up driving a giant robot. And no, I'm talking about the other series with a whiny teenage boy who really shouldn't be driving a giant robot driving a giant robot. This could be a few things, honestly. Like, my first thought maybe went to Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. But, I'm gonna go ahead and second guess myself here based on the description. I'm guessing this is Zone of the Enders. El Presidente's daughter was kidnapped by cultists. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue her? Just try not to look up her skirt. She really hates that. Yeah, I said it that way, Squid Gamer Gal, because the first half made me think it was Guacamelee. But then the second half let me know that this is Resident Evil 4. Man, just when you thought this ninja delivery was fun in its own right, turns out most of his enemies were mostly misunderstood. At least the shopkeeper has some good stories. A game where a lot of people told me that I should have included the shopkeeper from this game in my top 10 shopkeepers countdown. But yeah, I believe this is the Messenger. And next up, thank you, Ben Schuster. Want to piss off your classmate? Use the N-word. The N-word in this case is nobles. I'm going to guess that this is Fire Emblem 3 houses. Because nobles in that game are seen by both aspects in a very extreme manner, so I'm gonna go with 3 houses. And I'm realizing that this is especially true for Dorothea. Where's Waldo? Except Waldo's a human corpse stuffed into an animatronic bunny fursuit that's murdered hundreds of children. Yeah, this is definitely Five Nights at Freddy's 3 specifically, because we're talking about Springtrap, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I am thinking of 2 very different video games that fit this description. Can you figure out what they are? Okay, so this one has 2 answers, right? Young adult's island vacation goes wrong with lots of murder. Hint, neither answer is Dead Island. Okay, funny thing is, there are 2 video games that I can think of that fit this description. One of them is Danganronpa 2, and the other is Far Cry 3. I'm gonna go with that. And next up, thank you, Jay Snooks. Angry elf learns how to talk and blow stuff up. Jack 2! Ugh, this could not be anything else other than Jack 2, and the fact that that's the case cracks me up. Okay, here it goes. A reporter who sounds like he really needs coffee writes an article on a father and a son who really need a family counseling session. There's also a demon, a vampire, a weeaboo, a prince, and a guy who's batshit crazy. Do you want to list any other tropes? Because there's a crap ton of them in this game. I do like the description though because that's clever. This is Tekken 7. My best friends are giving me nicknames only 5 minutes after meeting them, and then I became a rollerblading expert the moment I got my skates. Also, something something Eiffel Tower stand-in something something orange suits. Deja vu. And next up, thank you Buzzsaw the Righteous. First of all, Oscar, happy birthday. Thank you very much, sir. Just celebrated mine on the 23rd. Ayy! Secondly, for the Guess That Video game, whole lot of shaking going on in the quest to get rich quick. Oh, this one couldn't be more obvious. This is totally Wario Land Shake It. And continuing the streak, thank you Wilson Watts. Okay, I'll just make this very clear for you. Yes, the world sucks. Yes, you're an escaped convict. Yes, there are zombies, dragons, and zombie dragons everywhere. No, you don't want to do this. And no, I don't care. Now go out there and do your job, damn it! That campfire ain't gonna light itself. I love this. I love this a lot because this is what's going on through my head anytime I play Dark Souls. Happy birthday! Hope the cake was yummy. It was, Rodrigo. Thank you. If you love cooking, but abhor staying in one place, then this game is for you. Comes with the best of two worlds, the obligatory tournament arc, and a lot of tools and equipment to have fun with. Oh, and you cook a dragon. A dragon! Huh. I actually don't like cooking, so this game might not be for me? I'm honestly not sure, but I've been recommended this game by a couple of people. This is Battle Chef Brigade, I think. Haven't played it, but that's my best guess. And next up, thank you Peter Kelliger. Aliens from another stupid dimension have dominated the Earth. You're some cop fighting back with homemade pet aliens on a lead. Let's hope this ain't post-coronavirus. I haven't played the game yet, but I really gotta get on that. I think this is Astral Chain. I'm guessing that this is Astral Chain, so correct me if I'm wrong. A bunch of Brits, a sentient fluffy volleyball. Sentient fluffy volleyball? And someone that has so many bad things happen to them it isn't funny, fight a fake god and then a real god. Sentient fluffy volleyball. That is the best description of Ricky I have ever heard. Yeah, this is Xenoblade Chronicles. Ow, the edge! With guns and unnecessary cursing! Okay, this could be a few things, but at the same time, there is no way that this could be anything other than Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, so last game we really tugged on the player's heartstrings. How are we gonna top that this game? I have my 3-year-old's activity book here. Next 2 games! Print that shit! You know, I think the truly sad thing that pulls at my heartstring is just how true this actually is. This is Sticker Star and Color Splash, isn't it? Ugh, damn it, Joe. You had to remind me of that. What was supposed to be an epic war with lots of lasers, dogfights, and magic powers, and an epic story of showing the life of fighting for the side of evil, devolved into just using money to open a bunch of boxes with useless crap in them. Star Wars Storefront 2. Yeah, you can thank Rabbid Luigi for that nickname. Went underground looking for a frog, and found a waifu in the process. My best guess is Blaster Master Zero. I think. I mean, you do go underground looking for a frog in that game, and you do find... Yeah, I think I'm on the money here, but I'm honestly not sure. I'm trapped in every horror game / trope! Help! Oh, neat, a fast food joint. Anyway, help! I had way too much fun with that one. My best guess is Deadly Premonition? Only because that game is so over the top with the horror tropes that, yeah. I could be wrong on that one, but I think Deadly Premonition is the answer here. Man, the God of Death is a dick. His kid's pretty alright, though. You know, at first I thought this might have been Devil May Cry, but... God of Death. I think this is closer to the game Hades? I think? And next up, thank you, Gunblade Knight. Alright, let's see if we can guess this one. A girl travels between Shadowrun and Dungeons & Dragons worlds while trying to avoid a greedy corporation and a storm while getting help from a homeless stalker. Pretty on the nose description, too. I haven't played this game, but I think this is Transistor. And considering that I like Dungeons & Dragons a lot, maybe I should give this game a shot. And continuing, thank you, Poke Emblem. A gang leader becomes the head of a country right before an alien invasion attacks the Earth. The invaders kidnap the leader's staff and themselves to put them in a simulation to torture them, which backfires. Oh, and the Earth is destroyed along with 99% of the human race. The more descriptions I find of this game, the stupider it sounds, but then again, not a lot of games come as stupid as Saints Row 4. I celebrate your birthday with a song I dedicate to a near upcoming game. Nemesis gonna give it to ya, he's gonna give it, Nemesis gonna give it to ya, he's gonna give it, Nemesis gonna give it to ya, he's gonna give it to ya, worse than X did, Nemesis give it to ya! That was so bad. Anyway. Oh, nobody clip that, please. This is the Resident Evil 3 remake. So moving on from that, thank you, Balkan. Save the girl by using a clothing item to corrupt and control the minds of your enemies. Yeah. Are we corrupting their minds when we use Cappy? Maybe we are. And suddenly I feel a little bit bad about that game, but actually, no, not really. This is Super Mario Odyssey. Cowboy and former cult member, literally too angry to die. Rises from grave and quotes Evil Dead. I actually never played this version of the game, believe it or not. Gotta get on that. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption, specifically the Undead Nightmare expansion. Your friend was captured by an evil ninja crime boss and got all of the city of Manhattan airborne while you were on vacation in Florida. Now you and your color-coded brothers must beat up, quote-unquote, ninjas, robots, and mutants to save your friend, city, and defeat a mutated ninja boss. Just gonna say it, Turtles in Time was better. But anyway, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. A guy with a big sword, a guy with a minigun, Rule 63 Little Mac, a botanist, a wolf, Morgana riding Totoro, a smoker, Ibuki, and edgy Beast Boy walk into a bar. Then they fight a nihilist with a sword the length of the bar. Also, I want to hug the bartender. Don't judge me. Yeah, KJ, no judgment from me because, well, yeah, I want to hug her too. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VII. Rip and tear! And say hi to Isabel. Then rip and tear again! A lot of celebration for this game recently, isn't there? But honestly, I don't blame them. It's awesome. Doom Eternal. 3 meddling kids must travel through time in their bootleg TARDISes and save the world from tentacles. And no, it's not a hentai. Is this Day of the Tentacle? Maniac Mansion 2, Day of the Tentacle? Because if it is... yeah, that game was weird. Oh no! The galaxy is being attacked by a giant planet spewing weirdly cube-shaped asteroids! Good thing we know how to match 3 colors in a row. Mateos? That's the only game I can think of that can fit this description, but I never actually played it, so yeah, Mateos is my guess. Smashing your arch nemesis into pieces and leaving him in lava wasn't enough to kill him. So now you need to look for the pieces. You know, at first I thought this was Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, but that first game didn't really involve any lava. Then I found out that this is Sly 2. Oh, clockwork. And for our final Patreon entry, thank you, Another Memory. Door-to-door salesman with an intense interest in toilet paper has a very coincidental holiday. Is the toilet paper bit supposed to be relating to what's been going on in America right now? Because if it is, well, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, I have no idea what this is. Door-to-door salesman, interest in toilet paper, coincidental holiday, Grim Fandango? Stubbs the zombie rebel without a pulse? I actually don't know this one. You got me another memory. I really don't know, but those two are my best guesses at this point. On a side note, I was told a story about what's been going on in America about the whole toilet paper thing. Apparently a lot of people have been trying to return all the toilet paper that they panically bought, but because the no return policy due to the coronavirus that's going on, a lot of people can't return them because they can't accept returns like that, you know? And now, like, they have no idea what to do with all this toilet paper. And all I can think of hearing that is, you know what, people? You made your bed. Now lie in it. And now for our true final entry.
Long ago in a distant land, I, the player, the ecosystem destroyer of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish in-game clock stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I went into my system and went forward in time, where summer bugs and fish are law. Now I try to return to the past and undo the future that is my wings. Watch out!